Okay, this is Kevin and our mare Ed's Frosty Morning. We call her Frosty. And she's out of our mare Gigi, who is a Jose mare. And her sire is Main Power. Anyhow, so I think she's 3 or 4 right now. So he's worked with her earlier today with the saddle pad, okay? And she was got pretty bugged up about it. Now see, she's even kind of a little bit bugged up about this. So what he'll do is he'll let her sniff it, and then he'll take it away. See? So, and then he takes it away. You can rub her neck or something, and this helps her because she'll feel the release, okay? She doesn't feel like, uh-oh, something's going to ambush her, okay? So see, we put it and take it away. Why we like using a light pad sometimes like this, if you get a horse that's kind of boogered about it, the more repetitions you do where you bring it up to them and take it away, the better. The faster they get used to it, and because they realize that it's not permanent, that they're not trapped, okay? It's not a scary thing that's now stuck on their back or something. And what's nice about this saddle, this Bareback saddle pad, what do you think that weighs? Just a few pounds, Kev? Yeah. So it's light, you know, and so you could do that really easy. If this was a 30-pound saddle right now, after a couple times you holding it up there, you're going to be thinking like, I can't hold this up any longer. And you're going to say, all right, let me try to get it on this next time, whether the horse is ready or not, okay? And so that's why we like to use stuff like this. I don't always use it, but I was showing Kevin today how to do this because he was just working with her with the saddle pad. Now the thing that's nice about that thing too is it does have a girth strap on it, right? A cinch. So once he gets it on her, he'll be able to reach under there and hook the cinch up, and we'll show you that when she's ready. So this is our process here, okay? He's just rubbing it over her, let her get real comfortable. Now, when you go in to bring a saddle, just because you do this doesn't mean that they're going to be, okay, a saddle's no problem. But chances are they're going to have realized how to cope with it, and that we're here to help, and they realize they can trust us. So this is kind of like team building and trust building. Like if you're in a corporate situation, this would be team building. So this is what you're trying to do. So, and you see, like she's good with this. Now there'll be times where, like she didn't bother that. See, he dropped it over the side. If she would have raised her head even an inch or something, you could think that was an alarm. But she's pretty good about it. So take it off again. See, let her know, like, hey, see, no big deal. No big deal. And then he'll do it again and put it over there. See? Oh, see? Did you hear? She just blew out. So you think, oh, she's not stressed at all about this. Well, she was a little stressed. She just blew out. And blowing out is them releasing the stress when they go. That's them letting go of the stress, okay? Now, when they walk off like this, it could be that they're a little stressed, or it could just be that sometimes they just want to get moving and going, sometimes too. You want to play with your horse's curiosity about stuff. They're very curious animals. And see, he'll bring it up, and so she'll sniff it and look at it. And they love checking out stuff that's new, like if you're out in a pasture. If you bring a toolbox out there to fix something, they're going to be all over you picking hammers out of your toolbox and screwdrivers and everything. It's a riot, you know. They're kind of pests like that, right? So he'll put it on her again and get the cinch over there. See how she did that really nice. Yeah, and reach under there and grab that. Now when you reach under and grab it, you see how he faced his butt towards her head. You want to be up towards the shoulder in case something were to happen, they were to cow kick you or something. You don't want them breaking your leg. And see, so what he's doing here is he's pulling on it a little bit, and then he's releasing. See, and then he's pulling on it a little bit, and then he'll release. See, and you hear him. I don't know if you can hear him, but he'll exhale like. And that's a good thing to do. It helps you relax, and the horses will also key in on it, and they'll relax as well. You see, so I'll just do it like that. Now look at her lips a little bit. This is important. If you look at her lips, she's a little bit puckered, like she's piercing her lips a little bit. See that? So she's a little bit concerned. Okay. Now, when I say all this stuff, I don't want you to feel like you got to sneak around a horse. You never want to sneak around them or anything. Okay. But you do want to be deliberate and calm. Okay. There's a difference. You know, there's quite a difference being deliberate and calm. And then what we'll do is once he feels like that's good and he can get it cinched up, then we'll take her in the round pen and let her run around a little bit with it, okay? Because sometimes that feeling, that cinch on their sternum, and when they move, see how she was looking? See how she's looking? Okay, see? That's what I'm talking about. She's concerned. So he released. See? And he's just kind of staying with her. I think she's getting a little worked up too because Cody's over here. He's feeding all the horses, and she's like, "Hey, I'm done with this. I want to be fed." But see this, when you hang them like this is nice because they can move around, but not leave the country. You see, so they can, if they do get nervous, they can move and release some of the stress. Now see, when you tighten that a little bit, how she moved. She's walking into him a little bit. Some of this might be the feed coming by. But this is good to show because this is the kind of stuff that you could be dealing with when you're working with your horse. See? See? See that right there? Sometimes that's enough to get him to move. And you notice he's not, oh, she took a little nip there, see? Yeah. She's telling him, like, come on. You know. I don't know. I can't tell if I honestly can't tell if she's just watching them feed, because a lot of times when we start to feed, they'll act up a little bit like that. She wants to get in there. Yep. See how he released all the pressure once she's gotten back in position. Yep, see, she's looking at it. So what you doing back there? I think it's the food, Kev. I think that's more than anything. I think you could cinch her up, put it to where it won't go around her. Like you don't want it to fall around to her belly. Yeah. Put it tight enough to where it won't, you just don't want it to slip, you know. And we'll put her in the round pen and we'll move around a little bit. Okay, we've got her in here and just turned her loose. A lot of times it's not a bad idea to turn them loose when you first put it on them, so that if they have an issue, they can get away. I mean, they're not jumping on top of you. This doesn't usually happen with this kind of thing because there's no stirrups on the side. So this just gets them used to being something on their back and then something strapped around their sternum, you know, their chest. So that's the purpose here with that. And I only do, like, I don't do this with all the horses, but It's a nice thing when you get one that's kind of bothered about it or moving around a bit or whatever. Yeah. She hears all that food being dished out. She's like, you got to be kidding me. I'm in here. So, yeah, so she seems good with it, see. Yeah. Yeah, good girl. And you want to get her cantering.
Okay.
Like, let me, can you do it with me in the middle here, you think? Okay. I like to get them cantering with it on, even with the saddle, because it's going to make different noises and stuff. You don't want to be on them the first time you've cantered them with the saddle on, you know, in case something does go weird, you know.
She knows when I get in here with her, I don't want her to just run aimlessly.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. She's a pretty mare. Yep, taking her obligatory poop. All the horses will do that when you first start getting them in here and training. Yep. This way you can see, like to see how they react to it. And you just get them a little comfortable. We'd like to do it both directions. So here she goes. She's doing really good with that.
Watching my legs. When I slow down, she goes into that. Yeah, that's easy.
Yep, so he's going to turn her the other way. It's a little difficult. Me and Kevin are trying to keep out of each other's way here.
Slow down at the door. We're doing good.
Yeah, she's doing really well with it. She's kind of pacing here. Get her up into a canter if you can. Come on, girl. There you go. There. Sometimes if you kind of bounce, like when you're walking like up, like you're like the same kind of thing like they do. All right, good. Get her can the other way then, Kev, too. Yeah, she's looking at the feed wagon. Good girl. There you go. There. There you go, girl. And all we're really doing with this is just trying to see how she reacts to it. And, you know, let it make, you know, give her that different sensation. You know, that's all. So that was good. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.